On this week's episode, we know why we changed the name of our show from What Happened to the World Today to the Don't Know Show. Because when you just call it something different, it's something different. So the Don't Know Show is an award-winning, hard-hitting entertainment show that takes you away from your daily struggles of the news world.
Bingo. Right on the money, Steve. Thank you.
Yep. So that's very cool. We did that. So I want you to watch the show because we're going to talk about all kinds of cool stuff,
including White Castles.
We're going to end with White Castle, which I like. But Scott wanted to talk about 420. I don't know why. Oh, because it happened.
It happened.
Scott wanted to talk about world records.
Yes.
Because it happened. Scott.
Plus, it has something to do with, are you ready for this? Chocolate.
Scott was supposed to do his duty.
I did my duty.
But you
didn't like it.
I showed him what I want, so he's got to come back with that. But I gave him more homework since he did that.
Such a slave driver.
Plant-based chocolate, so you'll get to see that taste test. And then we end on the video of
White Castle.
Okay, start the show. But we're gonna start the recording.
We already started the recording.
So, well, okay.
Then I'm going to
do this to you. Welcome to the Don't Know Show. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, a podcast, and a live Twitch stream.
Did you hear them yell, "Hi, Scott"?
Hi, Scott. No, I didn't because I was talking.
Yeah, because you don't listen. So good luck finding the beginning of the show now.
Oh, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. 7 minutes in.
Yeah, you think so.
The timer's right there.
Good luck. You better write that down. But we're going to talk about what we've noticed going on in the world today. And my job to this show is to drive Scott as crazy as possible.
Yes, and it's a short drive, so it's really easy for him.
But remember, if you want to feel better about your life, stop watching the news.
Oh, God, yes.
Seriously, just stop watching the news. Watch our show instead. Use our show as an escape from your daily grind.
Yep.
And just look at the stupid things that we talk about. We don't talk
and if you really want to escape, get a pina colada.
What do we not talk about, Scott?
We don't talk about politics, religion, or sex. Oh, no, we do talk about sex. Just politics and religion.
Yeah, we bring it in once in a while, but we don't talk about politics and religion.
Right.
Because it's depressing.
Well, it's not necessarily depressing, but
it's depressing. It's part of the news, what's going on. And it's part of us being manipulated. If you believe in conspiracy theories, which I live in Nevada, therefore the home of conspiracy theories.
Is it though?
But we're going to talk about what we've noticed going on in the world today. I want you to go down there to whathappened.world. One of these days we'll actually fix the website. You'll be able to get back to our social media. You can still kind of link. You just got to click around a little bit to find it.
Yep.
But you can see what we post. What did you post, Scott?
What did I post last? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's your post.
I was going to post last night at the Brewers game.
Yeah, I posted at a game. Can you see what game I posted at?
Oh, yeah. It's a tennis match. Oh, shoot. It's football of some sort. Wait, it's indoor football.
Called arena football.
Arena foot? Do they play arena rock at an arena football game?
They actually do.
Woohoo!
Any kind of rock and roll that they play there would be arena rock.
That's right.
So it's the Vegas Nighthawks. So you've got the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Right.
In the NHL play. And I have a lot of sports in this show, and that Scott just loves sports. It's like his favorite subject. He knows all about it. And he was at a Brewers game, so that proves it. And we have a Brewers story also. So, but we have the Nighthawks, which is arena football. We have the Golden Knights, which are in the playoffs right now. The first round of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs are going on. And they are up 2 games to 1.
Brewers are in first place.
We're going to talk about that in a sec. We're not there yet.
Okay.
We're not there yet. Read the show subjects.
I can't. I'm watching you.
We're not there yet. Well, don't watch me. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Listen to me.
Oh, I don't want to listen to you. I just want to watch you. You're fun to watch.
I'd rather have you listen to me than
I told you, I do listen. I just don't retain.
See, that's the problem. You're looking at me, and this gorgeous face is hypnotizing you.
It's exactly what it is, Steve.
You're in awe.
You make me want to be you.
You have no idea of what I'm saying because you're just sitting here going, oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. But we have the like I said, the Vegas Golden Knights. Then we have the Silver Knights, which is the AHL hockey team.
Okay.
It might be IHL. I forget which league it is, but that's a minor league hockey
Are they
team.
sponsored by one of the silver mines?
No.
Okay. I just wondered.
Okay. So that's those. Then we have the Raiders, right?
Okay.
Obviously.
Are they the Bronze Raiders?
And we have this just shows people how much you don't know about sports. Then we have a professional soccer team, but it's a minor league soccer. It's not MLS.
Okay.
MLS.
It's professional because they get paid.
We have the women's basketball, which is the
All right.
Aces, who won the championship last year. We have who plays? I can't remember what their name is now. They used to be the 51s. Oh, Aviators. The Aviators, which is the A's minor league team. Why did you do that to the show subject board?
Oh,
you're ruining things.
You do that to me all the time.
Yeah, but I don't ruin stuff. You're actually ruining the stuff that you shouldn't be touching. And then I'll show our subject board in a
I fixed it already.
Yeah, I don't want to show them anyways because that's got our codes and everything up there.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, the minor league team. And the A's just signed. So in 27, I think they're going to build a stadium here and they're going to start their season in 2027. I got a little bit to talk about on that later in the show.
Is there enough room for them to build more stadiums?
Oh, there's tons of room.
Okay.
They just tear down a hotel and put it up. Or since they don't build parking lots here in Las Vegas and they just put the stadium up, yeah, there's plenty of room.
Okay.
And then they make you park in the hotel parking lots, which has one ramp up and down. One. And you got 30,000 people trying to get out of one parking lot with one ramp. The dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I was just thinking if they completely surrounded the city of Las Vegas with arenas, like a donut, that'd be awesome.
Okay. I'll bite. Get it?
Well, it's a donut. Of course you'll bite.
What were you trying to segue to there?
It's not a segue. I just find it incredible how many stadiums they're building there and bringing more sports teams in there. Since it is the betting capital of the states, I'm thinking that's the next thing.
Just the betting capital of the state? It's the betting capital of the United States. I don't, what Macau being built, who knows if it's the capital for gambling or not, but.
Yeah. Well, I said states plural. So meaning the United States. So.
Well, you should say that then.
Because Reno's not as big. It's the little city. A little
biggest city. Little city.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Right. The biggest little city.
Yeah, that's exactly what they call it.
See, I do know a few things about sports.
Like what?
Like Vegas has got more sports gambling than Reno does.
Really?
Well, it's my story and I'm sticking to it.
I find this hard to believe. You disabled sharing, so I can't share.
Thanks. I haven't started it yet because we're running late. Ooh, maybe we should keep it that way.
All right. Well, you got to find it then. Okay. Find this and put it up so people can see it.
Okay. Well, I already fixed you.
Find it and put it up.
I called the vet and everything.
Find it and put it up.
What am I looking for?
This.
This?
Post that.
The biggest little city in the world.
There it is, Reno. It is it's suffering right now. Wouldn't go to Reno. People are asking me now. I do love when people come into town and ask me, hey, where should I stay? I'm like, how much do you want to suffer? The really nice rooms are really way, way more expensive than they should be. And the cheap rooms are not as cheap as you want them to be because they have the resort fees. So they go $14. Then you get hit with a $60 resort fee.
Right.
So it's $64 a night. It's kind of like trying to get an airfare now, right? Oh, well, the airfare is this. And depending on what airline you go on, oh, well, the bags are this. And, well, we did that because nobody travels with bags. Yeah, they do to carry on. And that's what screws up the line and makes it so much longer because people bring in too big of bags to put on the airplane and there's no room. Oh, they're put it on the floor in front of you. Yeah, it's stupid.
It is.
Just tell me what it's going to cost me for the thing. And then if you want to, give discounts off of that for what you're not going to bring. Do it in reverse. Say
Sure.
it's $400, but if you only bring one bag, it's $350. If you bring no bags, it's $300.
I like that idea. Personally, I find it to be genius.
But yeah, you can't compare anymore on what's what. So what we do is we talk about what's going on in the world, sans politics and what? Politics and religion. But we do talk about a little bit every now and then, depending on what craziness.
Well, yeah, because some things are important that come across. So
yeah.
Or Steve just wants me to get hot under the collar.
You're not involved enough to get hot under the collar on any of those subjects. So there. So I've talked about my picture behind me. This is at the Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan is a payday loan company. And they've changed arena football a little bit. Arena football used to have screens next to the field goals, and the screens were tight. So when the ball would hit it, they kicked it into the screen. It would bounce off of the screen, and you could keep it. You could play it. So that was cool.
Okay.
Unfortunately, now do you take a look at that field? Do you see the sign? How low it is? So when
Yes.
they do the kickoff, they kick off from the corner and they kick down one side, because if they were to kick off down the center,
they'd hit the screen.
They'd hit the screen every
Which
time.
would be expensive.
It wouldn't get down. Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's right. Because in order to get it as a fumble, the opposing team has to touch the ball first.
10 yards.
So if they hit the sign and it bounces back, that doesn't count.
10 yards. No, it's a dead ball.
Oh, yeah.
If it hits any of the lights or anything, or any of the rafters, anything, same thing, at AT&T Stadium where the Cowboys play, if you hit the giant jumbotron above in the air, which you can do,
Yes.
just kick it straight up. Doesn't really go very far.
I remember one of the Packers games on a kick, they hit the camera that's on that cable that goes up and down the field.
Dead
They
ball.
actually hit the camera. Now, that's not easy to do because it's not that big and it's moving.
Yeah, well, that's probably the operator error. He probably drove it into the football, which is, but
Right.
Yeah, but it's a dead ball. But the football only has to travel 10 yards. If it travels more than 10 yards, then it's anybody's ball. They don't have to touch it. Opposing team does not have to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that?
No, I always thought somebody had to touch somebody before they can grab it. Because they always pick, in all the movies you see, they pick a certain person they're aiming at.
Right. They want to bounce off of him.
Right. They wanted to hit him.
If
And
he's
then
got
they,
good hands. Well, yeah, because they want it to stop. Otherwise, if you kick it 30 yards, somebody's going to be able to get on it before they can get that far.
exactly.
Right? Plenty of time to gather it up. So they try and kick it off of somebody that can't handle it, but it doesn't have to hit him. Once it goes 10 yards, it's there. So if the other day they kicked it and the guy did it and the guy went to grab it and it was spinning and it hit the point and bounced over the guy's head. And then he just ran around him and caught it. And they actually had an onside kick that worked. So that's pretty cool.
Happen.
It does happen. Yes. So that's the picture behind me. Behind you, they're seeding the clouds with some kind of disease.
Yes.
Vapor
This is a
trails.
conspiracy theory picture. See?
Yep. Vapor trails back there that they're spreading some disease coming out of those vapor trails.
Yeah. They're actually just contrails, folks. It's moisture. It's
No, I've
normal.
seen the pictures.
Yeah,
I've seen the pictures.
right. Modified pictures.
They're not
So-
modified.
Because you can even watch the movies of the war movies, the live reels from the war movies, and you can see them on the jets. As a matter of fact, in some of the big turbo jobs, they had them too because they were going fast enough. You just don't see them on things like Cessnas and stuff. They're too small. They don't go as fast.
Okay.
But it was a beautiful picture.
Right there. See?
Wee,
Add out of there. See right there. Chemtrails.
wee.
Chemtrails. See, look, the chemical out of water. Chemtrails. False. Chemtrails. I wish they had the planes. They had the pictures of the planes. Let's see if I can find
Like
chemtrail
planes.
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 Chemtrail plane. Tattoo? Really? You can't remember that?
No, Tattoo is from Fantasy Island.
Yeah, the plane.
So
What were
what
you
else
going
did you find?
What were you going for? What were you going for?
Well, I was considering,
A little guy.
the
What little
tattoo
guy?
parlor in town, but
What a
I
lot.
really don't want a tattoo. I'll talk about them, but I ain't going to get one.
You want to get a tattoo?
No.
Here you go. Look at there you go. Chemtrail disperser right there.
Yeah, that's to make it snow.
No, actually, that's Dubai. Do you know it rains once a week in Dubai?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, because they seed the clouds. They have that kind of money.
Okay.
And they seed the clouds so that that's how much money they have. You know, they talk about the richest people in the world and stuff like that.
Yes.
They're probably all in Dubai. They don't bother reporting their wealth or whatever. You just saw the guy spent what, $1 million for the license plate, number 7, not even the most popular, like number 1 is most popular. You know about that, right?
Well, we talked about the wall that they were building and how expensive that is.
Where's the most expensive license plate sale? License plate sale.
Because I do know that there was a time where the richest person in the world was in Dubai, but I think he's now the second or third.
15 million. 15 million.
15 million.
Expensive car license plate sells for 15 million in Dubai. Government auction brings millions for charities and bragging rights to the winner. Emirates Auction LLC selling plate number 7. Plate number 7. Who owns plate number 1 in Dubai?
I wonder if 7 for Lucky
back
7?
in 2008, bidder and billionaire businessman Saeed Abdul Gulaf Kharati paid a big bucks for what was formerly considered the priceless plate of all time. He shelled out a whopping 52.2 million. Oh, that's in dinars. 14.3 million in American US dollar for a single plate, which featured number 1. So that was 14.3 million. This is 15 for number 7.
I wonder if they consider, 7 is the lucky number for gambling because they do have casinos there.
No, it has nothing to do.
Okay.
Number 1 is the most important, then number 2, then number 3.
Okay.
Strictly on a numeric basis. The don't know show, Scott. And you are.
That's why I don't know.
Approving, we don't know. And that's why I'm here to educate you.
Educate the masses?
No, just you.
Okay.
If I can make you a little bit smarter, I make the world a little bit smarter.
Ooh, that's deep.
So where are we at? What are we doing? What do you want to do?
You were going to talk about last
why
week.
did you put the picture behind you?
What?
Why did you put the picture behind you?
Last week, a really beautiful picture. I loved it. It was really sharp.
Yeah, last week it was snow. So I was just wondering what you did. Okay, cool. So what's going on? What do you want to talk about?
Well, what happened last week?
What happened last week?
It was an important date last week.
420?
Yes.
Oh, cool, man.
It was everywhere.
What was everywhere?
420. They were talking about it. No matter what channel you watch, what news you're watching, even like Jimmy Kimmel Live and those guys were all talking about it.
Did you partake?
Oh, well, I can't stand the smell of that shit.
Oh, you're not too hostile, are you?
Nope.
Maybe you should take some. Maybe you'd mellow out a little bit.
I'm usually pretty mellow.
I don't think so. I think you need to get stoned.
Yeah. Not only that, it's not legal in our state.
It's not legal in there? It's legal in
Illinois.
Illinois.
You have to go to Illinois.
Yeah, but don't you have to get a medical card for Illinois, or is it recreational use?
I don't pay that much attention. I don't think you need a medical card because I know too many people that go down there to pick stuff up and they
you know how you get a card?
Yeah, you just call. There's not a toll-free number.
There's a questionnaire.
Yeah.
Do you feel stressed? Yes. Hey, he's up.
There you go.
We were talking about what time it was in the morning there, and there he is. He's up.
Do you have problems with not being hungry very often?
No. Do you have any kind of stress? Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's just, yeah. Do you feel stressed? Do you feel, yeah. And you get a card.
Oh, Andrew's here. We were talking about you. Did you hear us talking about you?
Hey, Scott, what did I just say?
You said that Andrew was going to show up today.
No, that's not what I said. I said, he's here. We were talking about him, and he's here.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. So obviously you're lying.
Oh, you might want to listen to the show you're on.
Medical cards
My
get it cheaper. Ooh, that's how it works.
Oh my
So if you have a real medical card, it's cheaper. If you're doing it for pleasure,
recreational,
it's
it's
more.
more expensive. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's $50 a year for a medical card.
So it is it is apparently 2:51 a.m. your time, Andrew, correct?
Yes. Of course it is. Medical cards get it cheaper. Oh, that's Jeannie's chiming in and saying that. Cool.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
Steve figured it out.
Because Scott couldn't.
Oh, there's taxes for the other people. The medical ones don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I believe they call them entertainment tax.
Yeah, well, hyperactive people don't do well on marijuana. We do better on speed. That's why they give us Adderall.
Yes, or Ritalin.
Or Ritalin, right? Exactly.
That's what they gave my brother when he was a kid.
That's what I had.
So
yeah, that's what I had. All right. So what's going on, man? Where are we at?
Okay.
Are we going to talk about SpaceX doing their test flights?
We should because it's very relevant.
Why?
Because you're a space case. Oh, no, wait, I'm a space case. Damn. See, I'm confused.
I don't know if this is going to show it or not.
I don't know either. I won't know until you do.
I knew right away.
Do not join my TikTok live. It's currently broken, so whenever you follow your name.
All right, this is not working.
Do not join my TikTok live.
All right, that's not working. Trying to find the video here. Yeah, I guess they kind of show it. More of the lady going, "Oh my God, look, it blew up."
Oh no.
How do I get this? I don't know how to.
Well, it's much, much better for it to blow up while they're practicing rather than blow up when you're using it for real.
Well, they blew it up. Okay, so they talked about on a launch that it was going up. And when he went to do the separation, not all of the rockets, so the first stage was fine. And then when it went to go over to the second stage, not everything worked, right?
Correct.
So I said, they didn't say officially. There you go. Let's see, look. There it goes. Really no problem. Oh, then it shuts off. We'll stop the share. But what was I going to say?
You said but.
It appeared that several engines were not working almost from the offset. A few weren't even fired up when it left the pad. As an ascent, several more failed. So at least a half a dozen, maybe close to 8, depending on how you count. We weren't going, but also 33 engines. So when it starts to lose control, they have a detonation button.
Yes.
But that is not what SpaceX calls it.
Really? What do they call it?
They call it a rapid unscheduled disassembly.
Ah, that makes perfect sense.
So yeah, because you don't want this out of control rocket. It's now.
That is very true because it becomes dangerous once you lose control.
Well, it's going this way, which it should do, and continue to go.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you start losing control and starts doing this under power.
Yeah.
Now it's not going as fast enough to leave the Earth, but it is going fast enough to come back to the Earth.
Yes, and make a ginormous crater when it hits.
So, geez, so you can get a card for free from a doctor, but don't you have to pay the doctor bill? So,
I
mean, so yeah, the card's free, but the office visit's $50. So, either or, that's cool. But yeah, so yes, they're testing it. So before they can put people on it, they've got to get a couple of successful launches under their belt. So.
Well, it does make sense. If we're going to colonize the solar system, we got to get our asses going.
So who did William Shatner go up with?
Oh, God. He went up with, I think, 5 other people, didn't he? Wasn't it 6 that went up on that trip?
No, that's not what I asked. What company? It was Blue Origin. Blue Origin is owned by, is that
Isn't that Bezos?
That's Amazon, right?
I don't remember. We talked about it back in the day, but you know me, I don't remember shit. Although I seem to remember weird stuff from the past too.
All Blue. Yeah, it's Bezos. So that's Amazon.
Yeah, I was right.
Okay. So the Don't Know Show.
But Scott knew something. Ah!
No. Yeah. All right.
Right.
What's next on the show list? Because I've got a lot
Something about Northern Lights spiral caused by a fuel.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is cool. So this guy took a picture here. His name is Todd Salat. He is a Northern Light enthusiast and Northern Light photographer. So apparently, while they were up doing test flights with other stuff, they had to expel some fuel before the rocket came back.
Okay.
So they dumped the fuel in the Northern Lights. Now, have you ever seen the Northern Lights? With have you just seen pictures of it?
No, I've seen Northern Lights twice.
Okay, I've seen it too. It's very cool. I want to take Peggy up for a cruise to see it.
Yeah.
But
we didn't see it anywhere near to the quality you got because we got too much light around here.
no, I saw it in Alaska on a cruise ship.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw it here, literally in Delaware.
That's cool. So you get the green streaks, right? Kind of looks
Yes.
like green mossy rain or whatever. But see that spiral? That's a legit picture. That's from the fuel that they dumped in the spaceship into the Northern Lights area. So that's cool.
It is.
Yeah, it said the galaxy appeared amid the Aurora for a few minutes. The spiral was framed when excess fuel had to be released from a SpaceX rocket that was launched from California about 3 hours earlier. And this was on the 15th. That's pictures from the 18th, but the launch was on the 15th. So that's cool.
It is.
So you get that spiral. Do you ever look at nebulous or anything through have you set your telescope back up? Or
No, I haven't had the luck. I'm still having troubles with it. And I don't have time to keep getting better with it.
Okay. Because you have the mount for the camera and everything. So you can take pictures. You got to find a nebulous to take a picture for us. I want to see how good your camera is and how good your telescope is.
Well, so far, I just got the one picture that it took of the moon.
Yep. Blue moon. Your
And
neighbor's butt does not count.
oh, yes, you're right. Well, you never know.
That gets us censored.
Well, it depends on which neighbor.
Either or.
Yeah.
So you love Guinness World Book of Records.
I does.
And I've been doing really good on my diet.
Me, not so much.
No, I'm doing
No,
good.
I've
I'm
been
gonna
having.
I'm gonna ruin it today on the show because I've got some other stuff here coming up shortly. But it's worth it for the show. I'm sacrificing for the show.
Thank you, Steve.
But Russell
Our
Stovers,
viewers appreciate it.
You know who Russell Stovers is?
Yes, they do. I'm mad at them right now.
Okay, talk to me.
They discontinued their pectin jelly beans. They were
Why?
the last company making them, and now nobody makes them.
Why did this continue?
I have absolutely. They won't tell me.
The Don't Know Show. You have.
It's
to
like they
research
only
this.
come out at Easter time. It's the only time they have to make them. One ginormous batch.
Maybe
Put
that's
it out
why.
there.
Maybe that's why it's one ginormous batch and it's a ginormous hassle.
Oh,
Why would they want to do that, Scott, when they could spend their time making the world's largest chocolate box of chocolate?
yeah. That is definitely more useful.
Isn't that more important? Look at that. There it is. The world's largest box of chocolate.
Is there real chocolate in there, or is it all cardboard?
No, it's real. That's how you break the record.
Ah, real
Russell
chocolate.
Stover broke the record for the largest box of chocolate. Based on the total weight of chocolate held in the box. Okay. So no matter how big the box is, the total weight of chocolate. Replica of the company's classic assorted 30 feet. Is that 4.5 or 45? 4.5
4.5 inches.
and 15 feet 5 inches tall. Well, that's just the cover, so that's not really there.
Right.
When empty, the box alone weighs approximately 2,300 pounds. During the attempt, Team Russell Stover weighed and loaded over 5,000 pounds of oversized novelty chocolates, weighing between 11 to 38 pounds each. So you got a 38-pound novelty
Chunk of chocolate.
chocolate.
Nummy, nummy, nummy.
That could last a while.
It could.
There you go. I like that the Russell Stover and headlines brought to you by Hershey.
Yeah.
You want to get back? Okay, look.
Reese's. Yay.
We'll talk about that in a sec too. All right. So what's next on there after we talked about the giant thing? Oh, so after you eat, you have to do what, Scott?
Pee.
No, that's after you drink.
No,
What
it's
do you-
after you eat too. On my medications, it takes all the sugars out, makes me pee 'em.
What do you do after you eat, Scott?
It depends. Is it turkey? Because then you fall asleep.
You didn't do your homework, did you?
Am I being annoying, Steve?
You didn't do your homework, did you?
Of course I did my homework.
What's your homework then? Did you do your duty?
I did my duty.
Okay. You have a picture there you can show us?
I'm working on it. I should have had it up earlier, but I completely forgot about it.
You forgot you forgot you went to the bathroom?
No, I
So
don't.
Scott has homework, but he can only apparently do it once a month. But there's
Okay.
more than one article in there, so you should be able to do it for each show. That's only 4.3 weeks in a month. That means there's got to be 4 articles in there that you have to find. So what article did you read on the potty?
Oh, crapola. I don't
Crap.
remember what it is.
Well, that's the part of the story. It's not
I
just
know,
a
just-
picture of
just-
you on the toilet,
Oh.
but we're supposed to talk about the
Ooh.
subject.
I want to smack you upside the head so bad.
So where's the picture? Oh, finally. That's not a good no.
Well, you can see
No.
it's my toilet.
Where's the toilet?
How
I can't see
narrow
the
it
toilet.
is.
Where's the toilet?
I'm sitting on it.
No. I
No,
need a
it's-
farther
No,
away
no,
shot
no,
than that.
no,
So
no. Oh,
I don't need the extra space above your head. I need you to lower the camera lower so I can see your knees and I can see the base of the toilet. So
No.
what date is that on there? I can't see. What date is that? Is that May?
well, it's brand new, so
Well, there's a date there and I can't see it. What does it say?
it says May of 2023.
No, May's almost over. So you
No,
failed.
May hasn't even got here yet. We're still in April.
Oh, we're still in April. Okay.
Um,
So I need a better picture and I need you to know what you read. What did you read?
I read an article about a guy who, God, I can't remember now. I knew I should have wrote it down.
This is what the show subjects are for.
I don't have my computer in my bathroom.
You have your phone?
Well, yes, that's how I took the picture.
Okay. Open it up on your phone and get poopy on your phone.
See,
do
she
that.
says, even Jeannie says it was the best picture. It was a really good picture.
No, you can't say he's on a toilet. It's got to be better than that. There's better pictures.
Fine. Tonight, when I go there again, I'll try it again.
All
You're
right.
just so weird. Why do you want to see my knees?
I'm looking for something traditional, something like that. I'm looking.
Okay. It's hard to take a selfie that way.
Well,
But
that's why I
yes.
told you might have to get a stand. I want something like that, or like that, or like that, or like that, or like that. Any one of these. This is what I'm looking for.
Right.
That's what I'm looking for. Like that. That's what I'm looking for. Okay?
You're a sicko.
Get your act together.
You notice those are all pictures of good looking women.
That was not. Those were little kids, you weirdo.
Oh, a couple of them were kids, but
And then there was a guy too. Where's the,
thanks,
where-
Jeannie. I'll remember you said that.
Okay. You're a good looking woman. You can identify as a woman. Here, look, dude. There, look, even this. How about that picture?
Well, I could do that with a freaking chair.
How about that? Well, you got to have the bathtub in the background. How about that one? That'd be you right there. That'd be you.
It looks more like he's on a bidet.
Whatever. So, this is what I'm looking for. How about that one? We'll talk about this in a bit. We
How
gotta
much
show
is
something.
that dog you poops in the toilet?
We got to show picture of that. We got to show subject on that. So,
Okay.
okay. So since you did not, I've sent.
Did not remember my homework.
Let's get the joke.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. The cat peed on it. There we go. I forgot my homework.
Since you did, I have more homework for you now.
Oh, great.
Okay. How often? You just said you were in Milwaukee. You never came back with the story. So you were just in Milwaukee
Yes.
at the Brewers game?
At the in the parking lot. Yes.
Okay. So what were you going to talk about that about?
Well, they won. The Brewers won. It was a close game, but they're in first place for our division, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
And apparently, they had to close the roof because it was snowing.
Yeah. Well, you can't get snowed out.
Yeah, that would be rude, wouldn't it?
You know, they lost today, right?
No, I didn't. That's sad.
12-5 against the Boston Red Sox.
Well, it was a close game yesterday, so.
Now they're the second in the Central.
They were like 4 games in the up. How could they be second and losing just 1 game?
Pirates are in first. The Don't Know show. See, again, a lot of sports in this show, so you guys are going to see how blind Scott is when it comes to sports. What does that say, Scott? Whoops. I didn't want to click on that. Oh, crud. What happened? Oh,
I don't know.
Second Central.
12-5.
It said second.
So they lost 12-5.
Wait, it said second and Central right there. Where are the standings? Oh, back here. Okay. Here you go. Look. NL Central. Pirates. Brewers, and then Cubs. You know the world's upside down when the Pirates are in first place.
Yeah, that is weird.
You don't know that. You don't know if the Pirates are a good or a bad team. Please.
All I know is that the only team that really matters is my team.
Which is what team?
One Guy the Entertainer's team.
And what do they do?
Whatever I want them to do. It's
And
a nice part about being the boss. You say, hey, you guys go and take first place in this, and they do.
And who does that consist of?
Whoever's in my imagination that day.
If you want to go down this path, we'll go down this path. It's going, it's leading nowhere.
Yes. Yes, nowhere. We don't want it to go anywhere.
But my son went on a field trip with his school, and they went to Disney, and the bus is leaving, and the bus can only go 5 miles an hour due to an error code on the dashboard. It's a diesel bus, so guess what?
They didn't get there on time.
No, it's on the way home.
Oh,
They didn't get home on time either. They had to get another bus.
yeah.
Couldn't clear the code. Couldn't find anybody to clear the code.
Yep.
So,
We actually had that happen to us.
yep, I know. That's why I figured you'd appreciate that.
They make it so you don't blow up your engine. But when it's 2:00 in the freaky morning, nobody's open. You got to be able to limp home. You can't go 5 miles per hour.
Exactly. So homework for Scott. I'm gonna try. I think I'll make this bigger somehow. I want to make this bigger. Here we go. All right. In Milwaukee, they
Believe it or not,
they took an old
used to
mall.
be a mall.
It's called the Grand Avenue.
The Grand
Mall.
Avenue Wall, yeah. They've tried to get that thing to work for 30 freaking years.
It's working. It's now apartments, but the storefronts, you can see into the people's houses. It's like it's glass in the front. That's a
Right.
pickleball court down in the center. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a second. But look, they have doors, glass doors, and then the fronts are glass, so people can see into your. I mean, there's a wall behind it, but your front space. Did you catch that? Look at
I did.
look, people got tables set up there, and
Sure. So basically, it's like your front porch.
right, kind of weird. But that's your front door. So, I mean, they got their jackets and stuff like that, but then you see the door going in right there to the main
Exactly.
apartment. But kind of weird, right? But the pickleball courts down in the center, I'm thinking that's not a good idea. Have you ever been in a mall?
Yes.
And what happens when you hear people being noisy and all that down in those big areas?
It's really loud because it echoes like crazy.
Yeah. So who wants someone in there playing pickleball around your apartments?
I am assuming that they shut down at a certain time so you can't be out there after a certain.
What happens if you sleep during the day?
That's what I was just going to say. But take my case where during peak season, I'll be sleeping till 10:30 in the morning. Because I'm not
Weird,
going to bed
right?
till 3 or 4.
Weird, right?
Yeah. But I'm assuming, again, about to say about assumptions. The people who do this take all that into account. So only the people who can handle this are going to be there. I wear earplugs when I sleep. So now it probably wouldn't even bother me.
Ah. So do you think you pay attention during the show?
No,
Okay. And how can I prove that?
you can't.
I can prove it right now.
It would be kind of like,
Shouldn't you be freaking out right now?
because we're past halfway.
Yeah.
We're way past halfway. We're not doing a
Yeah.
journey positivity message today.
We're not?
No, Steve wrote it. And all right, we'll do it.
Because it's about you.
It is?
Yeah.
Ooh. I only thought the one about me was about the
It's-
costumes.
It's entitled Our Biggest Obstacles.
Oh, hey.
Our biggest Scott,
Our biggest obstacle is Steve does not know how to speak properly.
our biggest obstacles are the ones you haven't tried to overcome yet. Take that first step and watch yourself conquer mountains you never thought you could climb. Shortened version of that is every great journey begins with one step in the right direction. That's mine. I wrote that.
And,
wrote-
and,
I
and a
wrote both of
caffeinated
those.
beverage.
I wrote both of those, but I want to put the other one on a t-shirt.
There you go.
I also want to put on a t-shirt that I am just evil enough to live forever. Only the good die young.
Ah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. But I wanted to say I'm just enough of an asshole. I think that'll sell better.
I will have to concur with you. Every once in a while, I see a t-shirt that is like, how do they get away with wearing that in public, especially around children? And
Well, mine, you wouldn't, mine, even children will know what that is.
yeah,
So I found them. We talked about them and I found them.
plant-based candy bars. Yes, I remember we talked about that.
Okay. So we're going to taste test them on the air.
Okay, hang on.
Hang on. What? Why does music have to do with plant-based? So this is oat chocolate, confection, and peanut butter. Now, I'm surprised they haven't gone to the paper wrappers yet, because that's the new big thing, right?
Yes.
They're going to paper wrappers. But it's vegan, non-GMO, and it's 210 calories per bag. So that's a lot. So first thing you do is you peel it up and you smell it. And it smells different.
Yes.
It doesn't smell like,
Sugar or chocolate or cocoa.
yeah, it's got a, I don't know if it's an oaty smell. And here's another thing. Let's check this out. Notice anything different about that?
Not really.
Do you eat Reese's peanut butter cups?
I do all the time. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, what do you have to do once you do this?
Well, you have to peel that wrapper off. Oh, it's an edible wrapper?
No wrapper
Oh, it looks like it. It must be just because of the lighting.
because it's shiny.
Yes, it looks like it's got a wrapper.
No wrapper.
I'm not a good rapper either. I sing well, but I don't rap. It
So it's
kind of
pretty good.
looks like they're the right thing. Do they taste even close?
They taste good. Or it tastes good. I'm eating it.
Well,
And I'll
yeah,
let you another one.
but
So-
you also go and eat vegan food. So
This is vegan food.
that doesn't say a lot for your taste.
So the chocolate is good, but this peanut butter is actually creamier than the peanut butter in a regular Reese's peanut butter cup.
All right. So it's more
So-
like Jif.
So, remember I talked about my favorite line from the movie where the people went to the island for the chef for the meal. What the hell was the name of that movie? Can't remember the name of the movie. But as they're going across, the guy's going across on the ferry with his girlfriend. He's going, "Oh, we're going to see a chef. The chef makes these great." It was Fiennes, is the actor who was the chef. Dang it, can't even. But the guy that's bringing his girlfriend over to the thing. You find out more about the movie, but he goes, "Yeah, the mouthfeel." She goes, "Never say that again." But I'm going to say it. So the mouthfeel of the peanut butter is much creamier.
Okay.
So when you press your tongue into it, it's creamy. It's good. So I like the peanut butter. I can see this peanut butter being in a lot more stuff. Now,
Hershey's plant-based chocolate bar.
yeah, oat chocolate. So instead of milk, it's oat.
Oat. Well, they make
Extra
oat milk.
creamy, almond and sea salt. Okay. So now, traditional Hershey's.
Yeah, they have to start getting good at that. If we're going to be conquering space, that's the kind of stuff we got to take with us because you can't take animals.
Okay. It looks like there's stuff in it.
It looks like chunks of almond.
Oh, yeah, because it's going to be an almond one. All right, here we go.
Oh,
No discernible smell.
no terrible smell.
Discernible.
Oh, discernible. Discernible. That's a 25-cent word, Steve. Tell Peggy to give you a quarter.
You're ruining my AMSR.
All we hear is your chin hitting the microphone sleeve. Or,
Yeah, I know. It's really quiet. So, I don't know. Doesn't have a lot of flavor. I would definitely get the peanut butter cups again. Don't know about the chocolate. It'll be interesting.
well,
So,
for
so
people
the peanut butter
around
cups was awesome. The chocolate, I could taste the almonds, but sea salt wasn't that great. So I'm like, that cleansed my palate. So,
Did you just drink Diet Lipton green tea? What was that bottle? Oh, Propel. Yeah, that angle right there looked like my bottles when I'm drinking them on the show.
well, yeah, because it's a bottle and you drink it.
Yes, but the coloration looked right because the way the camera picked
The
it up.
coloration.
Coloration, baby. You know how much money these companies spend to put the color on their products, wrappers?
I'm going to not get all these show subjects in. There were some show subjects I wanted to get in.
You remember, but you don't remember which ones they were.
No,
Ooh,
What,
go to the
what,
biggest one that's important.
I don't know which one that is.
Yeah, something about white buildings with square burgers.
Oh, okay. We'll do that last. We'll make that last.
Okay.
We'll do these two last. All right. So, all right. I want to get rid of all of these. We'll talk about the Brewers later. We'll talk about the Brewers and all that stuff next show.
Okay.
Since we've already talked a bunch of sports. I want to go all the way to here. So I'm going to cut all that. So you see where I cut?
Yes.
All right. So just so people don't know this, but we don't rehearse anything we say. This is all ad lib. But this is our show subject board. So what we have is the subject line and then a link to an article, which Scott never opens the articles and just makes up whatever he thinks it says on that. So right now,
Okay, that is not totally accurate.
this part right here where you can see Scott's on that. And
You
then
use the
now,
word never, which is incorrect.
no, never. Never is correct for the Don't Know Show. So this dude right here,
Dude.
this guy's getting followers like crazy. Okay.
Well, first of all, he's Japanese, so why wouldn't he?
Not because he's Japanese. He paid $16,000 for a life-size dog costume. Now he's an animal. So he identifies as a collie. So that is a costume. That is not a collie. $15,700. He enlists a company that makes costumes. Oh, get off of there. Don't they get off of there? The man now creates YouTube videos. And other people are doing. So last month in Twitter, he got 1.7 million views. So
Dang. Yeah.
here it is. This is the dude. So Scott, you have costumes.
Okay.
Look at that. Now he's got another view. But these are him in the costume.
That's insane. It's actually a well done costume.
Well, $15,000.
Yeah.
Your Santa Claus costume didn't cost that much.
No, that was only 800.
But yeah, so that's it.
Oh, look, he's got it in Japanese and in English.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Well, that's one of the things that they were saying. They like not the whole world speaks English, so we should have ours translated into like Spanish would be the first thing to do.
All right.
I rough a colleague.
I'm going to
because
give
I
him
wanted to
kudos.
become an
Honestly,
animal.
he did a great job. Came up with a concept that people are finding unique and they're checking them out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
So you want me to try it? Like, what do I have? None of my costumes are, well, man, that's not true. I do have some cool costumes. Ooh,
Right.
Yeah.
So what character could you be on our show to get us 1.7 million views? Which one? Cupid?
Nah, well, no, that's just a toga with laurel leaves on my head.
Santa Claus is too hard to put on every day for the show.
The dragon would be really awesome. The problem is it'd be very hard to understand me.
You put the mic inside.
I did that once. Unbelievably echoey.
Well, you got to learn how to model.
Okay.
Put foam in there. Let's not be stupid. Make it work.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to be successful, so never mind.
Of course not. I want to be poor all my life.
Yes, you do.
Although, on the trip to the Brewers game, one of the guys, a musician, so I, did my whistling with my hands, and he just completely freaked out. He says, I could use that in my music.
Okay, so you got a contract? You going to the studio with him?
We drove past the Gobbler Theater, which is for sale. He said, we should buy this and start doing our own shows there. I'm like, you want $1.6 million for it. I don't think we could buy that.
Well, if you get the views.
Oh, that's true.
You can do it. Did my lights just go funky?
I can't. Yeah, you look a little darker.
My lights went funky. Huh. Weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's that damn cold Medina.
All right. So we're going to go to the last subject first, and then we're going to move up. Okay. A subject.
Okay.
All right. So the last subject, I don't know if you've seen this. We're going to get a little political here. What the hell happened? Oh, man. That was so weird. Now it won't focus. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to look warm.
Would you rather be cold?
That was so weird. I don't know what happened.
Oh, you can tell it's spring here. I got a big bug walking on my ceiling.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, freak my beak. Did the sun just set by you?
Maybe. It must be. All right. Well,
maybe it's storm clouds.
I'll just deal with it for now.
You're probably going to get your other eighth of an inch.
I look a little brown. I look a little orange, actually. I look like Donald Trump, except for I don't have the white where but whatever. Okay. So, big Bud Light controversy, right?
Yes.
Because the new CEO is a female. She wanted to include women in the Bud Light campaigns. She wants to have more women drink Bud Light. So first off, women are not going to drink Bud Light. If you want women to drink your drink, you need to get a drink. God, it looks so orange. Is that
yes,
not
they like
bothering
that
you?
damn seltzer crap. Oh my God, it is so bad, but they love it.
How do I make myself look less? Oh, that's more orange.
Ooh, yeah, do that. That's kind of cool.
Watch that like Scott there. That's a little better. I dropped the saturation level there. Now I'm not as orange.
Right.
You still look white, but
yes, today I do. I guess I'm gonna have to adjust it every time, but we had the problem today, so we'll see what happens.
So yeah, you did.
And next week's gonna be weird too.
So Bud Light. So they hired a transitioned man who transition to a woman. So if you want women to drink your beer, why would you put a man on your can? Even if you transition, so still that's not getting women to drink your beer. That's getting men who transition to women to drink your beer.
Right.
So yeah, she blew it up. So of course, Fox News has to do an interview.
Oh, of course they do.
With somebody that sells, has this hurt Bud Light sales? Has this controversy hurt Bud Light sales? So I want you to listen to this clip. Now, this is going to be tough for you, Scott, because you're going to have to listen. And after it's done, I want you to tell me what you think is wrong.
Lamar, Michael, thanks for being here. How much of a decline have you seen in people sucking some down Bud Light?
So we don't sell any Bud Light currently. We didn't really sell very much before either. It's something that we do stock and put in the bar. But, you know, it's not a beer that people want to order when they go out to a bar to begin with. And now I would imagine we're not selling any because, you know, people want to go to a bar like ours to as a haven, not to, you know, engage in some sort of cultural battle.
So, Mike, have you heard of conversations inside the bar? Are people talking about Bud Light and them partnering with this transgender activist? Is it a point of conversation?
It is. And I think, you know, the main thing to note about that in the conversations that you hear that, you know, there's some confusion amongst, you know, your average bar patron about Bud Light. Some people understand the full scandal. Some people just understand that, you know, Kid Rock shoots his gun at it and they think that's cool. So they, you know, there's not really a clear message there, I would say.
But do you, just to quantify it, you can't quantify it because you didn't sell Bud or Bud Light anyway.
Well, to quantify it would be very difficult to say, especially since the story broke. But, you know, very little Bud Light is little to none is being sold.
So, Mike, since the scandal broke, are you now saying I'm going to stock my shelves, put in my bar a tap with Bud Light, and your customers would love that? No.
I don't think so. Currently, we use our bar is actually located across the street from a brewery, and those are the beers that we have on tap there. Bud Light is not one that's on tap, and I don't think it's something that's going to be on tap.
Gotcha.
But that's up to the bar manager. He makes that call, not me.
Right.
And that has to do with prices and all kinds of stuff like that.
Oh, Mike, we know you control the shop there, not the bar manager. Don't put it off on him. Don't put that Bud Light in there, Mike. Don't put it in.
Okay, you got it.
All right, deal. Thanks for joining us, Mike Lamar. We appreciate it.
What producer found that guy and said, this is the guy we have to have on to talk about it? So what did you find wrong with that?
Oh, there's a whole list of stuff. First of all, he's right. Bud Light is something that people buy by the case to take home, either for picnics or going out to brew. Matter of fact, they talked about that on the bus run. Their cooler was filled with Bud Light. You know, it's like, this is what we drink when we go to the ball game, when we're out, you know, in the backyard drinking beer. When we go to a restaurant or something, we buy better quality stuff.
So did you hear the first thing he said? Right out of the gate.
Say again?
Right out of the gate, first thing he said. Well, our restaurant doesn't really sell Bud Light.
Exactly.
We didn't sell Bud Light before. So we have it, but we didn't sell it. Nobody bought any of it, but we had it as a choice. But nobody buys any. So we don't really know if people are buying less because they didn't buy it before.
Exactly. But
so
that's not what the story was supposed to be.
What an interview. I got a great interview.
Yeah.
Scott.
They do that all the time.
Scott, I'd like to interview you on, okay. How much Bud Light do you offer your people when you do your tailgating?
Well, Steve, because of the fact that we're not allowed to serve alcohol because we do not have a license to sell alcohol, we don't do that. So
do you think you're actually putting less on the bus because of the controversy that's going on?
Well, you know, Steve, that's a good question, because is it less or is it the same? Because we don't do any, and 0 is a specific number.
So I want you to do me a favor though, Scott, because of this controversy. I don't want you putting any on the bus. So you can promise me that you won't put any on the bus going forward.
Okay, Steve, I can promise you that because I don't want to go to jail.
I mean, pretty much that was the interview.
It pretty much was.
Yeah. I hit all the points, right? And at the end, the guy
certainly did.
Oh, don't put any in there. I'm like, well, duh.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So I just want to end on a happy note for me.
Yay.
Not because this story is cool.
It's
just
cool.
because the video is cool.
Okay.
So let me see if I can find the video. Oh, no, stop.
No, don't.
So,
Stop.
So I grew up in Chicago. I love White Castle hamburgers.
Yes.
Scott even orders White Castle hamburgers frozen.
No.
I
only eat the double cheeseburgers, remember? And they don't.
That's right. That's why you can't get them frozen, but they don't put pickles on them. So because of the labor challenges,
yes,
they are touting how robots package White Castle hamburgers.
Okay.
So, come on. I'm trying to get full screen here. Here we go.
I realize that robots are technically able to do some pretty fine stuff, but
yeah, but these are White Castle hamburgers. Check this out. Louisville, Kentucky. Look at all those hamburgers.
it's a lot of hamburgers.
800,000 per day. Check that out. All those White Castle hamburgers. We don't need the audio. Look at that. Vacuum picker packer.
Yep.
2 6-count cartons packed simultaneously. Ooh. Isn't that amazing? Cool though, right? Look at
It is.
opens up the box. So that machine just opens boxes for them. And that puts the burgers inside of them. They're all in the refrigerator because they're frozen. They go back in the freezer. How cool is that? Backs them
It's very cool.
Well, that's pretty cool, right?
It is.
It even picks up the pallets. Oh, look, places a new pallet. New pallet down. And it starts grabbing the cases and stacks them. Look at all those White Castle hamburgers. That is so cool. Shrink wraps them and ships them to my house. There they are.
Yeah.
Right next to the Uncrustables and the lean pockets and all that stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm so sad that the pandemic killed the closest units to me. I have to go almost an hour drive to get to White Castle.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
That sucks.
Oh, look who's on TV.
Ooh. Ooh.
I like those teeth. They make you look like you're smiling.
What's up, Sadie? How are you?
Hi, Sadie.
You see yourself? Do you bark at the
Where's
dog?
Nala?
I don't know. Sadie just came up in my room. I don't even know if they know that Sadie's got loose. I don't know if she got loose or is missing or what. Let's see. Will she bark at herself? She barks at dogs on TV. Look, Sadie. Look. Say hi.
Who is it? Who is it? Ruff, 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 ruff.
Say, now you won't bark. You bark all the other times you want to talk. Scott knows how to talk to you. I'm trying to get a video. As soon as I put the camera up in her face, she stopped barking.
Exactly.
She's talking to me or whatever. Put the camera up. She's like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, we had the possum out the other night. I tried to take pictures of it. Every time I pushed the button, it turned its head right as I pushed the button.
Yeah, Sadie hasn't been on in a while. So she came in. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll pick her up.
Sure, why not? Goobers didn't come up today, which is weird.
All right, you want to go, Sadie? What do you want to do?
Hi, Sadie.
Bye. What are you
All
gonna do?
right.
Sit down?
Well,
Oh, she went down.
we got one last thing to talk about.
So I was thinking about a word. Do we want to make this the word next week? And Sadie reminded me of it. Dog pile.
Dog pile.
You've heard of the term, right?
Yeah, I remember when we were, the guy it was the dog pile on the football player or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So why are they called dog pile? Why
That's
dog?
damn
Have you ever
good
seen a
question.
dog pile? I've never seen a dog. So should we put that for next week's word of the week?
Sure, why not?
I'm going to go put that down there right now. And the word of the week. I haven't looked it up, so you still got to look it up.
Okay. Well, because we're talking about space and all that sort of stuff, I thought a good subject or a good word would be exobiology, because it is something we need to know more about in case we do run into aliens. Plus, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but there's news reports that the government is releasing stuff of potentially real UFO, or they don't call them UFOs, UAVs.
Yeah, they changed the name again. We changed the name because we told you there were no UFOs. These are
unidentified aerial phenomena or something like that.
Aerial phenomena. Yeah.
So anyway, exobiology is to understand the origin, evolution, distribution, and future of the life in the universe. Research is centered on the origin and early evolution of life, the potential of life to adapt to different environments, and the implications for life elsewhere. This research is conducted in the context of NASA's ongoing exploration of our stellar neighborhood and the identification of biosignatures. I don't understand for in situ, whatever that means, and remote sensing applications. Situ must be a specific tool of something or whatever that
you have to be a tool. You have to be a tool to understand what the government's doing.
Got to be a tool. It's really kind of interesting because I read a lot of sci-fi, which is why I thought all the stuff. There have been theories. I don't want to call them conspiracy theories, but some of them, of course, do bend that way. Theories that we have been visited, we are being visited, but the government doesn't believe. Population as a whole can handle it, and we'd all fucking panic, But with all the science fiction
it's
movies,
all about control.
Well, that too, yes.
All about control.
But
proves they control us.
Yes, the scientific community says there's no way we can be the only ones because the universe is just too freaking big.
Well, you'd be foolish to think that. They're called UAPs.
UAPs.
Yeah.
Phenomenon is spelled with a P, not an F. Duh.
Yeah. UAP.
So the science already does exist.
So the government never lied to us. See, we told you there weren't UFOs.
Right.
They're UAPs.
Exactly.
I love this new, just rename it, and it doesn't
exist.
Better. So time to get political just before we leave. We're not in a recession. We are just in a downward watch Spinnaker Ranch. I thought, no, that's Spinnaker Ranch, something else, but yeah. Just watch Paul. Paul's a much better movie. I like when he time travels. But watch the movie, you'll see the joke. Well, where was I going? Oh, we are in a 3 month of negative earnings reporting.
Perfect. Yeah.
So we're not it's not a recession. It's a 3 month negative.
We're in an inflated recession. Is that it?
Three consecutive. We are in a 3 consecutive downward trend of earnings reportings.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch. Yeah, that is what it is. Yeah. So cool. But just watch Alien Autopsy. That's even better. But with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show's not a bad life decision,
too late. It is a bad life decision. I have to put up with Scott every week, and Scott has to put up with me every week. And who really knows who suffers more in that relationship? But we'd like you to all.
I have bigger shoulders, so.
What's that?
I have bigger shoulders, so you suffer. I don't let it suffer me. I just let you ramble on to make you feel better.
Don't let it suffer me. You don't let it suffer me. But I forgot what I was going to say, but I'm going to tell you to live every day. Oh, got to go down there. Yeah, go back to whathappened.world. Someday we'll fix that. I don't know when. Somewhere over the rainbow.
I almost had it, but I was too busy again.
Yeah. Did you figure out why you shrunk us?
No.
There's a specific point where you did it. It was when I was on vacation.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened.
Just make it bigger.
I tried opening up the new program and getting to do that, but I didn't have the time to figure it all out.
Make it bigger than the old one then.
Yeah.
But live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Be crazy, but you still amaze me.